Hey chums, it's me again, Clint Beastwood. Although I found out, I think there's somebody else with that name on YouTube, which is hardly surprising. So, did you hear that little wheeze? So I might change that. If you have any ideas for different names that I could call myself, let me know. I should hardly have been surprised, but I mean, I wasn't checking first to see if anybody else had the same name. Because I didn't think anybody would be interested in watching these vids. And, probably not many people are, but there are some people, and I am so massively grateful to people like Port Deluxe, who have left really lovely comments saying that they think the vids are fun and stuff, and, I enjoy making them, so I'll keep doing it for now. So, I thought I'd try something, well, I thought I'd try something a bit different this morning. Not that different, because as you can see, I'm still sitting on a truck, but you might notice that it's a different type of truck. This is the European style. First up, I'm playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 instead of American Truck Simulator today. This video, it might not be a lot of fun, because the rest of them are so great. It might not be a lot of fun. I'm mostly doing this as a test. I'll start driving. I'll talk to you while I'm driving. I thought I'd try out a bit of Euro Truck Sim 2, just to see how it performs in the Oculus Rift and stuff, and with the wheel that I'm using. God, it's going really slowly here. What I'm kind of thinking is, I thought that I'd already installed loads of mods for this game. But I guess it was just all on my old computer. I don't have them on this computer. But there are some really cool mods that let you add in loads and loads of different locations and stuff, which I love. So I really wanted to get some of those going. Is this the right way? Is this already? I'm in like a quarry. I got a couple of mods going here, but I don't have all the fancy location mods. So I don't have like Belfast and Dublin and stuff, which is what I really wanted, to be honest. No, this is the wrong way entirely. So this is kind of a test to see how well it performs without those mods, and if it's cool, I'll maybe add them in. It already looks really great, more so I think than ATS, American Truck Simulator. To people who don't speak the lingo or can't work out. There we go. A simple what's the word for that? Jesus, it's really early in the morning. Acronym? That's an acronym, isn't it? I was gonna say an aneurysm. Fuck me. Very different. So, I'm in Glasgow at the minute. This is basically the not quite tutorial level, because I skipped that, but the next one after that. It gives you a very short journey in a truck just to get a feel for the game. So I'm driving from a quarry in Glasgow to I didn't ken where. I chose Glasgow because I fucking love Scotland very much. I like doing a shitey Scottish accent because I can't really do one. This is the right way, surely. And I don't just like Scotland because I like taking. I'm not even taking the piss out of the accent. I just like doing. And it's affectionate. It's from a place of affection because I love everything about Scotland. I think the people there are great. It's amazing sense of humor and sense of adventure and fun, and I love the food. I go to Scotland all the time. Did I just say the Scotland? I go to the Scotland all the time, and I didn't like to come back without sounding like I'm Jamaican. I think I just always come back feeling great. I always eat loads and drink loads, and that can have its toll. But anytime I'm there, it's always good for the soul. Hey, I'm a poet and I don't know it. I didn't know it. I didn't can it. So this is performing fairly well so far. I've basically got all the settings kind of cranked up on max just to see how well it handles it, and I threw in a couple of mods already, just like some road texture stuff and slightly more realistic graphics and stuff, just to see, because I knew that I'm not really gonna shout about this video. The other ones so far, I've posted online on game groups and stuff, on the special friends group and things like that. This one, I guess that this will be a deep cut. This is like an Easter egg for the 10 subscribers of the Clint Beastwood channel. Hey, double figures, so that's pretty cool. I guess I'm gonna be able to quit the day job any day now and be a full-time YouTube dude. You know, I said that to a couple of people yesterday in work, joking. I don't think they thought I was joking. They're like, oh yeah, fair enough. I don't really think that's gonna happen. Hey, imagine if it did. But you know, we'll cross that bridge when we don't come to it. Hey, so here we are, approaching the main road. We're outside Glasgow at the minute, and we're delivering. You know, God, I don't even know what I'm hauling. I've no window at the back here of this truck. You know, let's talk about a few differences between American Truck Sim and Euro Truck Sim 2. I mean, the first big one is obviously, well, the location, but we'll talk about that in a minute. The truck itself, you know, first off, right-hand drive, which is weird. Hey, look at that! I'm driving on the right-hand side of the road like a dick. Oh, it feels weird because I've gotten so used to American Truck Sim 2. Case in point, there now. So yeah, it feels slightly odd in the right-hand drive, which is absurd because obviously, you know, when I'm driving in real life, I drive a right-hand drive car and on the left-hand side of the road. It feels so odd. I had to stop and think if that's definitely right. It's definitely right. Holy shit. You know, don't be alarmed. This doesn't happen when I get in my normal car. Although, you know, after doing a lot of racing in a Assetto Corsa, where I'm really using the 8-shifter loads and stuff, I kind of forgot where reverse was in my car, just, you know, for a second, and, you know, it wasn't dangerous, but it was interesting. So yeah, first difference is, you know, the truck. It doesn't have the kind of, for want of a better word, the snout at the front of the cab. You know, it's like got a flat front. Which, you know, I'm a lot more used to seeing in real life. Kind of think the American ones look cooler. I mean, they just look cool. They look like something out of, you know... every American truck, even the new ones, they kind of still look kind of inherently 50s to me. Hey, truck bro. Hey, and listen, sound of the horn's a bit different. Stephen, you might like that. Slightly more masculine. I'm not going to let it go that you were... Is throwing shade? Is that right? Were you throwing shade on my horn? Never throw shade on another man's horn. Do I have any other mods? I think like I modded in a couple of oh, we are getting a little bit laggy. I threw in like I think maybe some real companies and petrol stations and stuff. Eesh, maybe it's starting to struggle just a little bit under under the bulk of my mods, under my massive bulk. You know what I do really like about Euro Truck Sim 2 is, you know, there are more gloomy days. I like how kind of grey and stuff that is. Like some of that will be the weather mod I've added in, but let's go. What are those birds? Or yeah, they're birds. Hey, I got the sunroof up there too. The truck is also it's a shitload taller. You know, it goes. Hey, it's all the way up. It's got legs that go all the way up. Just realized I'm not really watching where I'm going here, which doesn't really matter, you know. I dicked around loads before I started this video, so I don't know how good the delivery's going to be, or even what I'm delivering, or anything like that. It's more of an experiment, and I'm letting you guys see behind the wizard's curtain, the most boring curtain. Man drives a lorry, weirdly, for a bit, in fictional Scotland. So yeah, Scotland's great. We started to talk about that, or, you know, I say we. It is we. I feel like we're having a conversation, even though I can't hear your thoughts now, but, you know, you might tell me later. He hopes. No, you know, I understand. Who wants to... Like, you know, I love it when people leave comments and stuff, but I'm not going to implore you to do that, because, you know, why should you have to? Do I have time to get out here? Hey, hold your horses. Fuck me. Like, I caught it kind of fine. I mean, I know I was being pushy, but hey, I'm a fucking lorry driver. I'm gonna be pushy. Let's see if this is a real company. Did I mod that in? I don't know. I don't recognize that one, but it could be like I think when you add in like the Euro like petrol stations and stuff, it'll add in tons from from like France and Germany and stuff that I just won't recognize. So it might have been a real one, or it could have been a faux one. You know, I forgot just how nice this all looks. You know, in the American villages and stuff, the American little towns, I guess, in the games, you go past a lot of cool looking little bars and hot dog shops and stuff. I kind of like the which, you know, it's great and it's cool. I like the driving through the desert and everything just feels awesome. But the bleak, the glorious bleakness of mid-afternoon Glasgow. Hey, come on! Red signal fence, it was the fucking orange! I surely went through on the orange. That's some bullshit. I should plead my case to this cop. One thing I don't like, and this is like a real life complaint, is how fucking lame cop cars look here. You know, I'm kind of loath to even call them cop cars. I'm in the wrong lane. You know, whatever way you want to refer to it. Police car, that kind of fucking, you know, highlighter shit all over. You know, obviously there's reasons for it. You know, there's loads of reasons. I'm sure, you know, that's other road users see that it's an emergency vehicle coming through. Yada yada yada. These look fucking awful. You know, American cop cars look really cool. They look lame. There's one car I see sometimes, not just one car, one type of car. Let's handle this job delivery. Let's do like this. We'll do the middle parking again, shall we? We're doing the difficult one. Oh, that looks a real ball ache. We'll do the middle one. Just because it's the first time doing ETS2 here. I think actually I'm going to bring up that little thing just so I see where the hell this parking spot is. Yeah, there's one type of cop car. I see it now and again, like in Belfast City Centre. I've seen it a few times. It's black. I don't really know. I haven't even taken time to clock what type of car it is. Oh, there's the parking spot there. You know what? I kind of could have probably done the. He says no. He could have done the trickier one. We'll get a look at what I'm actually hauling. Yeah, there's like a kind of black cop car, and it's got silver writing down the side. Basically, looks kind of like RoboCop, the cop car RoboCop drives, or maybe it's the font reminds me of the font used on the RoboCop poster and everything. It's really cool. It throws the other shitty looking ones in stark relief, but it's properly badass. It's more badass than the American ones. Don't really know where I'm going with that, other than, you know, there definitely is a type of. So I'm pulling the headset up so I can see the keyboard. Pressing T for titties there. Oh, it's a funky jam. Excellent. Well, I should hope so. You know, I'm pro. Not a prostitute. I'm a trucking prostitute. I'm a trucking prosy. Or maybe I just killed prosies. That's a joke. I know it's in bad taste. I don't think truck drivers kill prostitutes. I mean, obviously, some have done before, but I don't, you know, it's, you know, every walk of life has its dickheads. So, you know, this is it, you haven't seen this before. This is the kind of start of the career mode of the game, showing me my shitey headquarters, which looks just awful. It's a really depressing garage. So, it's a pretty basic garage. It may not be much, but it's a start. Barely. Okay, I think that what that was saying was, hang on. See, I always turn off the kind of the in-game menu music and stuff because it's super lame. Oh, wrong button. So let's just go ahead and do that now. Off you go. After you fuck. So, I don't have my own truck in game now. That's the guy I chose for my little avatar there. Yeah, I don't have a truck, so I can't do the freight market thing that we did before. So it's quick jobs only, which suits me well because I'm gonna have to pack this all up and get going to my to my actual job soon. So let's see if we can do one more before I go. As again I said before, I kind of like to go by price per distance, which gets you the kind of best rate. So we can go to Aberdeen, which is quite nice. Go up north to, or we can go to Carlisle. Let's keep it in Scotland for now. We'll head up to Aberdeen, take that job. Now, before I have to, when I'm doing the freight thing, I'm driving my own truck. I have to go and pick up the load. Hey, now, careful. But this puts me in a different truck, every time, because I'm kind of renting someone else's truck for this. I'm being hired in from an external company, which is kind of cool because you do get to see, a whole lot of different types of trucks, and you can work out which type you like best. This is, are we in a Mercedes? Yeah, we are. We're in a Mark here. Let's just get rid of that, I was going to say HUD. Do you say HUD or HUD? See, you see these gaming terms written down. Well, I see them written down. I don't really hear them as much. So I'm worried I sound like, as the Scots might say, a fucking fanny when I say them out loud. Is this the right way out? It feels very tight. Oh, this can't be right. Can it? No. No, it is not. So I've got like a rear view mirror there, which is kind of an affectation of the game. It's not a real rear view mirror. So I think I'm gonna turn that off too in a second for full immersion. As with American Truck Sim, you can stick your head out the window. Seems like I'm carrying some kind of oil tanker, maybe cement. Don't think that's a cement mixer. I think it's more like an oil tanker. I think I'm heading that way over there. Now this is going to be awkward. Yeah, I'm going to jackknife this fucker. Well, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, this is going to be fairly... Jesus, can I squeeze through this? Is it even worth trying to risk this? Like, I can get the cab through it, but can I get the load through? No, that's... No, that was really ambitious, wasn't it? No, not that good a driver. He says, getting stuck on every fucking thing every time. So it's telling me there I can lock my differentials if I want to, which basically, I think if I understand it correctly, kind of locks all the axles so the wheels all turn at the same time. You know, that wasn't bad. Not entirely displeased with that. Do we have a... Hey, you know how much I... Oh, fuck, I feel like a dick saying you know this. Like you've seen all my videos. Why would you do that? If you have, amazing, but to presume that or assume that is so fucking wonky of me. Let's just turn off that middle mirror. So I think that's us now. Oh, let's put extra ones up. See, this is that fucking awful thing I was saying about in the pause menus. If I turn my head right, menu to go left. Turn head left, menu to go right. Down is up is down. Gross. But I think we're sorted. Yeah, nice. The inside of the truck, let's just take a look around because I haven't seen it. So we're in some kind of Mark, which wouldn't be my first choice really. I think if I'm driving the kind of the Euro trucks, I prefer like the Man is pretty cool. What's the other one? The Dax XF Dax. That sounds kind of odd to me. I don't know if I'm saying that. I don't know. Maybe I've lost my mind. I mean, as I said, it's early, and I worked a long old day yesterday. But you know, such is life. Shit happens. I ain't complaining. So we're heading to Aberdeen. You know what? Let me just check my let me just pause this real quick and check my phone to see if I have actual real life time to do this. Oh, balls. I can't fucking... Right, bear with me. I'm going to just look at this onboard computer clock. Task manager. 10 o'clock. Right, I can do this for a minute. Don't forget the whole way to Aberdeen. I got to go in half an hour, basically. Like, I got to leave the house in half an hour. Gotta say, I'm enjoying this a lot more than I thought I would. I basically just wanted to get it set up so, as a curiosity, I could show you, driving around Belfast and other locations that have been modeled in. Which hopefully I will do. I want to get that all set up. What's the fucking deal here, lads? But, even without that, it's really quite nice driving around, well, just driving around. I think the super sampling is up a bit higher at the minute. That's like, well, that's a term for that us VR users use. I think it's basically to do with like pixel density, so how clear your view is in the headset, which shouldn't make any difference to you guys because you're seeing, basically, you're not quite seeing what I'm seeing. You're seeing a vague representation of it, which is probably, more low res, and yeah, it's a shame because, you're not getting to see how awesome this looks for me. And right now it looks great. It looks much better, I think, than, again, it could be because just the little, like, weather mods and stuff I've added in and the road textures, but it looks fucking great. To the extent that I might, yeah, I might knock American Truck Sim on the head for a bit too. Do you know what's quite nice? I don't really know how to describe this. If I look down and I got this like armrest there, that's exactly where my real life armrest is on my chair. Which, I mean, it's just little things like that. I mean, obviously the designers of the Oculus Rift or other VR systems, they weren't thinking about my chair. But hey, you know what? Let's talk about this chair. I've always wanted, well, I've always wanted a few things. I've always wanted a nice home office, and now we have that because we bought a house, and we've got a home office here, which is where I'm playing games. My bud Stu, he says it's less like an office and more like an imaginarium, which I think is fucking hilarious. But no, it's used for an office, but both myself and my other half, we do actual work in here. But I've also got loads of fucking great toys for dicking around with, and we got some nice furniture. So I've always wanted the office. We got the office. I've always wanted like a really nice, like kind of mid-century, mid-20th century style desk. So we got, this might be. I just realized I'm playing a niche game, talking to a very select group of people, and now I'm gonna go down a fucking like rabbit hole about mid-century furniture. Or turn left for Aberdeen. Yeah. But I like that shit. You just gonna push on there? So, we got a nice desk from this groovy Berlin company called I think it was like Pomona, something like that. Jesus, let it brother out. Wanted the curve a little bit there. And you should check out the website for that company. It's insane. It's got really cool. I don't even like saying vintage furniture. It's got period furniture from around the world, from different time periods and stuff. Like some of it, they got fucking rugs there for £250,000 and shit like that. Our desk was nothing like that. Obviously, because I'm like, in what world would it be? Oh yeah, I'm actually a secret millionaire. So I'm in my pajamas playing truck sims before work. Hey, what's this here? This must be. Is this like a little bit of Scottish public art I don't know about? Is it like, it's like a titty mermaid? That's a Scottish titty mermaid. Worse Scottish accent than Mrs. Doubtfire, who isn't meant to be Scottish, which is insane. I don't know what the deal was there. Maybe British, I think. Well, British, Scottish. I know there's overlap. When I say British, sometimes I think English. I'm getting my words mixed up. That's not a political statement or anything. My desk, our desk. It's this beautiful like mid-century number from Stag Furniture, kind of classic. I think maybe even still going. English firm, really beautiful, solid oak. It was delivered by like 2 German dudes from the company. Got a ferry to. I don't even know where. I think they basically delivered it. But they got a bunch of ferries, I'm guessing. Like, it wasn't like a delivery company. It was just two fucking dudes, Istvan and his mate, and they were meant to arrive on a Sunday morning at 8 a.m. And holy shit, like, it was to the second that the fucking door knocks. 8 a.m. It's Istvan and his mate, and they were so great. The delivery was reasonably expensive, and they weren't meant to, like, they wanted, like, on the website, not Istvan himself, on the website, they wanted like an extra 100 quid or something. Did I heard my door knock there? Maybe it's Istvan again. I'll just leave it. It's maybe just. I don't even think it was definitely the door. Yeah, on the website they wanted like an extra 100 quid to even like bring the desk over the threshold of the door. But so we didn't ask them to do that. We hauled it in ourselves. But I don't want to get Istvan in trouble here. I'm pretty sure him and his mate would really happily have just brought it in. I'm sure the likelihood of the owner of Pomona listening to this isn't listening. I'm sure it is entirely unlikely. Is that the sign for Aberdeen? Yeah, we could. The chance of them listening to this is so slim. But if you are listening and you're pissed off that that I think Istvan might have considered bringing it in for free, which again he didn't. He absolutely didn't. He didn't even offer to. I just got the impression I think he probably happily would have. Don't be pissed off at him. I'm so amazed at that service. I'm delighted with it. The whole thing was great. Just really good. And it's a glorious desk. So what am I going with this? I have a nice desk. Just that's not even a humble brag. That's just a brag. That's just me saying, oh, I've got a fucking class desk from a fancy company. I'm just happy. Be happy for me. Some people get really shirty when people have like nice things. I'm not saying that I've got shitloads of nice things, but I get some nice stuff. I mean, obviously I'm playing on a decent setup here and stuff, but this is stuff that like, I don't have loads of money, but me and anyone, regardless of how much money you have or don't have, I don't have a load of money. Spend it whenever the fuck you want. People get shirty about why should anyone get all up in someone's grill? I can't just stop it. Why should anyone get all up in someone's grill about I'm not remotely American enough to get away with like sentences like that. Why should anyone get up in anyone's grill about what they spend their money on? I see it all the time. Am I just gonna turn this into like a moaning thing now when I make these videos? Me giving off about shit that people do. But yeah, honestly, like people who just sort of think they can decide what other people spend their money on and stuff, just fucks me off. Well, we're talking about Euro shit. We went to Berlin a few times in the past few years. I don't really know what I expected because I've never been to Germany until our first Berlin trip, and I expected. I don't want to sound like a jerk, but I expected kind of efficiency, which there is. Trains are on time, and it's really nice. Everything just works. Unlike the transport system here, where nothing works, it's beyond fucked. There's definitely a sense of, and I mean it as a massive compliment, like of German efficiency. But I kind of thought that would translate more to day-to-day life in like a sort of rulesy kind of way, but it really doesn't. It feels like the number one rule there is to kind of do whatever you want as long as you're not interfering with someone else's good time. So it almost feels completely the opposite. It's really nice and hands-off that it feels like wherever you're going, it feels like you're being trusted to just get on with whatever you're doing and not be a dick. And I think that's amazing. I don't know if, I don't think that setup could or ever would work. Well, here for a start, Belfast, because there's too many fucking dickheads. I mean, there's dickheads everywhere, but, that kind of deal where, I mean, you used to be able to drink on the train. Nowadays, you're not allowed to drink on the train. I can kind of understand why. I was going to say I miss having a drink on the train. you know, sometimes I don't get the train every day, so it's not like I don't mean like, you know, in a I've got a problem kind of way. I mean, if I'm taking a train ride, it's usually for a treat. It's usually, you know, sometimes if I've had like a really stressy day at work or whatever on a Friday, I might get the train to this beautiful bar by the bay out of town, and you know, I'm in celebrating mood, and I'm gonna go to the bar anyway. I love like a little like I sound like such a fucking dick. Like a little like can of Marks and Spencer's pre-mixed pina colada. I'm just laughing because I'm such a fucking ponce. Yeah, so I drink like I would have like one can of Marks and Spencer's pre-mixed pina colada on the train sometimes and feel like a real rebel. Well, I'm going out for like a nice dinner and a walk by the sea on a Friday night. Yes, so my nice oak furniture is pretty cool too. This started because we were talking about that armrest and my chair. The chair to go with the desk. It's not an original piece of 60s furniture, like the desk. I think the desk was from 1964, I think, from SAG Furniture. The chair is a reproduction of the Eames EA 217, the 217. Real classic bit of late 60s, I think it's 1969, New York design, Ray and Charles Eames. I mean, when you think Ray and Charles Eames, like they made the classic Eames chair, which is oh my god, that's the dream chair. That's a that's a lovely chair. Big sort of plush leather beast, more designed as kind of slightly it's more designed for a lounge chair with trappings of an office chair. It's got like the spindle legs and stuff. The Eames EA 217 and the 219, they're the office chairs. So you know they look like a 60s New York office. They just look fucking cool. I've gone for the 217. The 219 has the higher back. I kind of always preferred the 217. It's just so much more evocative of that time period. I don't really know why. The higher back one looks like it almost looks too modern. We got it from like a website that it wasn't as nice and fancy as the other one. But hey, you know, it still arrived pretty quickly. There was a bit of self-assembly, but it's glorious. It's in full aniline leather, which is great. It'll probably develop its own kind of patina over the years. Hello and welcome to Boring Office Conversation with me. The idea of someone called Clint Beastwood doing like office furniture reviews online is amazing. Hey, I gotta say, I'm really enjoying this drive. It feels a lot more interesting in a lot of ways than an American Truck Sim. There's some little hot air balloons there, which is nice. Yeah, I don't know whether I'm more relaxed because it's obviously more like the roads I'm used to driving, but it's very nice. The past few games I've done in ATS, I mean, they haven't been stressful because, I mean, come on, driving a fucking fictional truck, the lay-by there. Sometimes you get jobs with guys out there delivering like construction gear and stuff, or you know, cement or whatever. But this feels very relaxing. Hey, look, we can start to see it in the map there. If you, we just missed it. The top kind of left corner of the GPS, I think we could see Aberdeen hoving into sight. I mean, I've driven to Aberdeen before. Don't remember the journey being as nice as this. Going to Scotland in a couple of weeks, actually. I can't wait. To Oban, which is going to be amazing. So we'll be flying into Glasgow and then taking a trip. It's north of Glasgow, I think. So that's exciting. Eat a lot of haggis, drink a lot of whiskey. I sound like a child when I said whiskey there. Drink a lot of whiskey. Oh, mommy, can I drink a lot of whiskey, please, mommy? At my fancy desk with my with my can of pina colada. By Ray and Charles Eames chair. The idea of a Ponzi child knowing about the design of Ray and Charles Eames is pretty entertaining. To me, probably to nobody else. That maybe sounded like I was about to do a Chuckle Brothers impression to me. Have you ever seen that picture online of what are the Chuckle Brothers called? I was gonna say Ray. That's not true. Paul and Barry Chuckle, I think. It's Paul and Barry Chuckle standing in some kind of like photo op type thing, with a lady between them. Yeah, a woman between them. I don't know whether she's a fan or whatever. Come the fuck on. And her hair is kind of covering. Well, first of all, they look kind of funny because they're wearing like leather jackets, like they're the fucking Ramones, but you know they're the Chuckle Brothers. And she's in the middle, and her hair is kind of draped slightly over her bare shoulder, in a way. Like you're gonna have to look at the picture. But her hair kind of intersects like the top couple of inches of her shoulder. What I'm getting at is that her arm couldn't look more. Oh shit! Speeding offence. I'm just getting all excited about Chuckle Bros. Hey, this does actually look quite like Aberdeen. Oh, Scania. They make a great truck. Love a Scania. Yeah, the Chuckle Brothers pick. Her arm looks like a dick. I mean, that's just what it is. Her entire arm looks like a fucking huge cock, and it looks like it's kind of resting in a pint glass. It would be a really funny photo anyway. But the Chuckle Brothers are just kind of staring, you know, like they look really proud of this moment. They're hanging out with this lady, and she's got this fucking dick glass. I mean, I don't even know what she starts to bring it up. I guess like Chuckle Brothers cock or something. Hey, roundabouts, that's something that you don't really get in the American Truck Sim game, which seems insane. But you know, I guess they don't really have roundabouts. I guess in America there aren't really roundabouts. Making these vids makes me think about the way I talk a lot more. Oh, balls, are you serious? You know, I don't. I know I'm swearing a lot in these vids and stuff, but I'm having a laugh, you know. But I don't want to say anything that would actually offend anyone. It just sounded kind of really pejorative, going, "Oh, they don't have roundabouts. They don't have roundabouts." Yeah, in America there are less roundabouts. I just meant that as a point of interest. I wasn't trying to be a dick. So wise up. I was gonna say, so fuck yourself. I don't mean that. So hey, we're done. Press the phone key to handle the job delivery. Alright. Hey, you know what? I'm feeling good. Let's go for the difficult park. Oh my god! That looks like a real bastard. You know what? Let's give it a go, eh? I mean, the parking is kind of difficult enough in the regular game when you can do it with like a top-down view. Doing it in VR, it's fucking awkward. But hey, we'll give it a go. It's gonna be even more awkward actually now that I've disabled the fake middle mirror, which I think I'm right to do because I wouldn't have one of those, you know. And I can't look out the back, so I'm entirely relying on the. Oh shit! This is gonna be too hard, isn't it? I'm entirely relying on the wing mirrors. I think this might be a fool's errand. I know I'm not saying much. It's taking real concentration. You know, if you, even if this was like a mini game, it would be quite satisfying. Oh, are you fucking serious? Well, I should have seen that coming. Hang on, it's that way around it goes, isn't it? I'm not doing this the wrong way around, am I? No, I'm not. Let's try it from out here. Shit, I'm gonna have to go to work. Yeah, it was quite nice in work yesterday. A couple of people told me they liked my vids, which was amazing. I can't stress enough how much like my bud Bort left a couple of really nice messages just on comments on the vids themselves. You know what? I'm gonna skip this Sparking, I think. A couple of comments on the vids themselves, and one more go, and also like a Facebook message, just saying how much he liked the vids. It made me so happy. I mean, they're fucking dopey little vids, and you know, I'm not doing these for any kind of serious reason. I know I was making jokes about like doing this for a living. Obviously, that's not going to happen. But I enjoy making them, and you know, when you're doing like it's like a new hobby, and it's a new hobby that, you know, it's just nice when someone says you're doing something well and it's fun. You know, it's lovely. And they were really warm-hearted messages. So this just turned into parking badly and complimenting your mate's simulator. But thank you, Bort, and thank you to anyone else who did the same thing, like my pal James, say like the vids and stuff. I'm gonna skip this parking because I just have to go to work. I'm really fucking this right up. So we'll just stick it over here, you know, in vaguely the right area, which you don't have to do, but hey, it's nice to be nice. And we'll just hit enter. Let the computer take care of that. Excellent. There we go. 148 miles. Took 3 hours 48 minutes in game, which probably is about right, I guess. Aberdeen to Glasgow. One time I made that journey on a bus with my bud Andrew. Took like 6.5 hours because there was a fucking like blizzard going on. And like every so often, no, I should stress this was years ago. We were like, you know, like 20, 21 or something. This would never happen now. Obviously, it's grown man. We were the bus was like the journey was like 6.5 hours long. We were really hungover. It was just fucking horrible. It was just terrible. And every so often, like Telford, and well, I've given away his second name. He was getting like he kept saying he was sitting on the left hand sort of side of the bus. I was on the right hand side. Both beside respective strangers. I don't know why we did that. It's kind of weird. Oh, there must have just been only one seat free on each side or whatever. And he kept saying every time he leaned back, he kept going, "Oh, it smells like sick in here. It smells like sick." And occasionally I get a mild whiff of it. We got off the bus. Finally, after the 6.5 hours, he ran his fingers through his hair, and all this stinking kebab meat fell out of it. Because the night before I'd forgotten that he'd like passed out eating a kebab, so I sprinkled some of the fucking gross meat in his hair. And he didn't wash in the morning, which I don't know. That's kind of fucked. I don't know why he didn't wash. I mean, it's less fucked than sprinkling loads of kebab meat in your mate's hair. Don't get me wrong. But it was just amazing that he sat for 7 hours smelling like quickly rotting kebab in his own little Curly Barnet. Carly Barnett, that's my that's my button stage name. Right, I'm gonna go to work. Yeah, that was great fun. I'm gonna play more of this, and if you, I was gonna say, hey, if you want me to add in the Belfast mods, let me know. Waka waka. I'm gonna do it anyway, but so you don't need to let me know anything. I'm not gonna ask you to let me know anything, but do know that I fucking love and appreciate reading those comments. It's a small thing that I didn't think I would get this much pleasure out of. But it's just really nice. It's nice that people are so nice. It's just lovely. I'm gonna go to work. I'll catch you motherfuckers on the flip side. Whoop! Oh god. Oh hey, you know what? I'm still here. Let's do this thing. I leveled up, I guess. I showed you this thing. It's the exact same as an American truck sim. You get you know, different types of fields you specialize in as a truck driver. Let's go for the long distance, eh? So so I can start doing some longer journeys for you, and these videos will no longer be half an hour long, they'll be a fucking full hour, whatever. Got some emails too, you can read those. Brand new DAF, not DAX, fuck me. Like wax. DAF trucks, of course. DAF XF. That's what I'm thinking of. Classic truck. Need money, we can help. Bank loan if we want. Maybe, you know, at some point we'll go into the kind of the economy settings in the game, which I'm sure you can't wait to do. Alright, I'll see you guys later.